I've gotten a couple comments recently about full-length build tutorials, so I thought I'd try it out. This tutorial is on my bamboo and cherry wood house, affectionately known as the watermelon house. But before I start the build, please like, subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see. Okay, so I'm starting with just a flat grass plains, and I've already took the time to mark out just the outline of the house. Starting from the bottom and moving up clockwise, the dimensions for the build are 15 across, and then 7, 3, 13, 3, those two corners are little beams that stick out, 13 blocks at the back, and 22 down the long side. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the bamboo pillars. And I've already taken the liberty of marking out where those bamboo pillars go with orange terracotta. On each of those orange terracotta blocks, I'm just placing a bamboo pillar 7 blocks tall. So that's 7 bamboo blocks all stacked on top of each other. I'm just gonna do the rest of those. Now, okay, and then once you have that, you have all of the base done for the actual build. So I'm starting by making these bamboo gardens. I'm just putting 4 stairs across and then some trapdoors on each of those. And then behind the trapdoors, I'm putting moss blocks. That's gonna be like the bed of the garden. And then I'm gonna plant the bamboo, because obviously it wouldn't be a bamboo garden without that. Oh dang. Bamboo grows really fast. Okay, and then 1 block down from the top, I'm just putting upside down stairs, trapdoors connecting it to a circle, and then across all of that, I'm putting 4 trapdoors and opening them up. There we go, so big little wall. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this side. 2 blocks tall, quartz blocks all the way across. Okay, then a cherry wood plank on each of the corners, and on top of that, we're putting a stair, and then a trapdoor, and then a stair, if that makes sense. So it makes like a little circle. So it's plank, stair, trapdoor, upside down stair, and then it's just mirrored on the other side. Then on top of those, I'm putting 1 more cherry wood plank, and then across the bottom and the top, I'm doing the same thing. It's just gonna be fence, and gate, and fence. I just think it looks better than just straight up fences. Then we're gonna do everything we just built another time. We're just gonna mirror it on the other side. It's literally just the exact same. Okay, and then once you have that mirrored on the other side, I'm just gonna do the quartz stairs. So I'm starting by putting just 3 quartz blocks, or you could use any blocks, in between the center bamboo pillars, then just putting stairs all the way across. And I like it better if it curves, so I'm making sure to orient the stairs so that they curve outwards. Then you're just gonna take these cherry wood planks and you're gonna go all the way around. Oh, and I forgot trapdoors on the inside of the bamboo gardens as like a little wall. And then the same on the other side. But we're gonna also do trapdoors on the inside here. I'm just placing them directly on those other trapdoors, just holding shift. And then once you have that done, we're gonna do a little bamboo floor in the middle. So the pattern goes, so every other bamboo block, you're gonna turn it, because bamboo blocks are actually directional. So I'm starting with facing this way, and then every other one I'm turning. So now I'm facing this way, and then turn it facing this way. Just every other one, switch which direction you place it on. It's a little bit tricky, but I think you'll get it. Now we'll start on the roof. So I'm gonna start by just, on the top of all those blocks, quartz blocks all the way across, and all the way around the roof. That's gonna be the start. Then once you've done that, you're gonna take quartz slabs and place that along the outside of that. And then you're gonna realize that you accidentally made the bamboo blocks 3 wide instead of 2, and you're gonna fix that really fast. Okay, once you have that and it's all actually fixed and it's all right, place 2 bamboo pillars in the center and place 2 more bamboo pillars 1 block in from the outside edge. And those go just all the way up to the roof. And then we're just gonna fill the gap between the outside wall and the next bamboo pillar with cherry wood. And then we're going to build these windows, and how we do that is stairs on the bottom, upside down stairs on the top, leaving a gap of 2, and then just right side up stairs at the bottom, upside down stairs on the top, slabs to fill that out to make a circle. Same exact thing on the other side. And we're doing the same thing above the door. Right side upstairs, 2 blocks, upside down stairs. Then to make the windows, we're going to place just a bunch of trapdoors. And then we're just placing the door, and it's done. Now to finish up this roof on the inside, we're gonna put slabs on the top half of the block on the inside. Just 1 layer. Then we're just gonna put cherry wood blocks all across the whole top. That's gonna serve as the deck and the roof for the porch. To outline that, we're just gonna put quartz stairs all the way around the outside. The porch is actually the most complicated part, so now that we got that out of the way, it's gonna be literally smooth sailing from here. Now, to get started on the deck, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna place bamboo pillars, kind of similar to the ones we did down there, on the corners and the very center. Now, the one in the center is going to be 6 blocks tall, and the ones on the outside are going to be 1 block taller than that, so they'll be 7 blocks tall. Okay, and then when you're going to build the wall, you're going to actually build it 1 block behind the bamboo pillars. So for me, it's easier if I place a row of blocks back there to build on. And then that's just 3 planks, and then stairs to make this little arch, upside down stairs. Then on top of that, 2 planks, and then the same exact thing, upside down stairs. And it makes a little window. And then on top of that, you're just going to put normal cherry wood planks. Then you're just going to mirror it on the other side, the exact same thing. Okay, now once you have that, you're going to do the same arch thing, but with quartz. You're just going to put the quartz upside down stair, and then connect them with slabs. Super, super easy. Okay, for the fence around the outside of the deck, you're going to alternate between fences and gates. I'm starting putting the fences in the corner, just so that I can make sure that it all lines up properly. Okay, now we're going to do the triangle part of the roof. It can be a little bit daunting, but it's not too difficult. Cherry wood all the way across, and then I'm going to build the window in first because I think that'll be easier. So for the window, to make the circle windows, all it is just... So I'm just building a little square that's 3 by 2 blocks, right side upstairs on the bottom, and then upside downstairs on the top. And that's how you make a circle. Now we're just making this triangle, building it up, finishing it off. But it's not done yet. We have to add the little details. So first we're going to add some stairs on the inside to give it some more depth. And it's easier for me if I place a cherry wood plank first. So I'm placing those and then the stairs, upside down stairs on it. And then just repeat that on the other side. Realize that you built it wrong and you have to place a block there and not a slab. My bad. See, and then once you have that, all that's left is the quartz roof on top, which is really easy. You're going to do basically the exact same thing you just did with that cherry wood, but with the quartz slab. So I'm starting placing upside down stair, right side up stair, upside down stair, right side up stair, and you do that all the way up and down. This whole wall is finished. Now we're going to move on to the next side. We're going to do this left side first because it's a little bit more complicated, so I feel like we should start with that one. So this is going to be our really big bamboo garden. So how we start that is on these corners. We're just placing 7 block tall, just cherry wood plank pillars. Then connecting them with stairs, really easy. And on the top, upside down stairs. We're also going to make 7 block tall cherry wood pillars, kind of mirroring the ones we just made, if that makes sense. And then just right side upstairs on the bottom, upside down stair on the top. Just connect that all up. Then the same as the other bamboo gardens, we're going to put moss blocks and bamboo, the exact same as the other garden. Now you can either place it or you can just let it grow naturally. Both work. I'm just going to let mine grow though. Okay, now for the wall, you're going to do trapdoors the entire way. You got to trust. So I'm just holding shift and placing all these trapdoors, and then it'll make a wall. And you just do that across the whole back. It takes a little bit of time, but trust me, it looks good. And that's how it looks once you're done with that. Oh, and I forgot cherry wood blocks on the top to make the roof. Okay, now I said the porch was the most complicated part. I may have been fibbing a little bit. This part may be a little bit more complicated, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing the roof and connecting that first. So just quartz stairs all along the outside edge, and then slabs right next to them on the bottom half of the stair. And then this is going to connect up to our other part of the roof, and it's all going to look good. See? Then behind the stairs, we're going to put cherry wood blocks all the way around. Bump it up one more high. We're going to build up the walls 4 high, leaving a gap on the corner and a gap for our window. And we're going to connect it to the wall we already built. I know my words are a little bit confusing, but just watch me place it. It'll make way more sense. For this window, it's just going to be a 2 high window, and then we're going to put a flower box. And how we do that is I'm just placing a moss block, and then I'm surrounding the entire moss block in trapdoors. 1 on all the sides and 1 on the bottom. There we go. And then in this little flower box, you can put whatever flower you want. I'm using a pink tulip because I think it fits the vibes of the house, pink and green. I'm gonna mirror what I've already done on this side because both sides are literally the exact same. Now, once you have that, you're gonna fill that gap in on the corner with fences and then close it off with cherry wood planks. And then once you have that the exact same on both sides, now it's gonna get a bit more complicated. So you just fill that in between with stairs, and then on top of those stairs, you're gonna put trapdoors. And then behind the trapdoors, just like we did before, you're gonna put moss blocks. And on top of those moss blocks, we're not gonna do bamboo this time, we're actually gonna do azalea bushes. So once you have all that placed, you're gonna place trapdoors on the back side of those bushes and on the top. Then on top of those trapdoors, we're just gonna put upside down stairs. And that's the little window done. Now on top of this wall, we're also gonna do another triangle part of the house. So doing basically the exact same thing we did before, we're gonna place the cherry wood planks, the upside down stairs on both sides, and then instead of doing just cherry wood behind it, we're gonna fill that in with quartz blocks all behind those stairs. We're gonna make a window in the quartz by leaving just a 1x3 upside down stairs on each side. And then it makes a little arch window, like a little triangle. And then once you have that, it should look like this. And then we're just gonna do the exact same thing we did for the other roof with the quartz on the outside. So just basically repeat exactly what you did over there again. And then I'm just gonna connect it like this. And then this other corner we can fill in with some cherry wood. And then boom. I'll finish the roof later though. Now we're gonna move on to the back. This wall is really simple and it should take like no time at all. So we're just gonna start by putting quartz all the way across. Well, first we're gonna fill this gap with cherry wood because we forgot about that. Oops. Then one row of quartz all the way across and all on the sides and along the top. So we're like framing this entire backside with quartz. So 3 blocks, bamboo pillar, 3 blocks, bamboo pillar. Just to divide it into 3s. Then, very similar to what we did before, right side upstairs on the bottom, upside down stairs on the top, and trapdoors all in between, just to make those big windows. Now to do the roof, we're just doing basically the exact same thing we did on the other side. Quartz blocks along the top, slab on the bottom half of that on the outside, and stairs on top of that. Kind of like how we outlined the deck before. Bamboo pillars on the corners. You don't have to break that block on the bottom, no one's gonna see it, but I am gonna worry about it. So I'll break mine. And you're gonna make those basically the exact same as you did for the deck, with the 6 tall in the center, and then 7 tall on the outsides. And then once you have that, just cherry wood planks in between, stairs in the corners to make kind of like a circle-y shape. And then that's when we're gonna start placing the wall behind the bamboo blocks. So we're gonna do it around the outside, and then we're gonna do trapdoors. And I bet you know what's going behind those trapdoors. It's moss blocks, hooray! More moss behind the trapdoors. Then azalea bushes, trapdoors on top of that, and trapdoors behind that. Just like before, the exact same thing. And then upside down stairs, shocker. And just like we did in the front, we're gonna put the quartz along the top. And we're just gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. And then once you have that done, we're just gonna repeat exactly what we did on the front side. Literally just the exact same thing. And then we're gonna connect it up just like we did on that other side. Oops, place those slabs there. It's okay, nobody saw that, nobody saw that. Boom, 3 sides done. Now it's time for the last side, hooray! Okay, and so for this, we're gonna start by placing just a line of quartz, and on top of that quartz, a line of cherry wood stairs. Then, okay, so we're gonna place a quartz block, and then there's gonna be gaps of 5. So gaps of 5, and then we're gonna outline the top. So this whole wall is gonna be quartz, and then there's 2 3x5 holes punched out of it. Maybe that's the easier way to say it. And then moss blocks, trapdoors in front of that, just like we did before, azalea bushes, and then this one's a little bit different because we're doing just straight stairs on top of the azalea bushes instead of the trapdoors. Just to make it a little less of a window and just more of like a garden, like a little flower box set into the window, set into the wall, I should say. Then we're just gonna repeat that exact same thing next to it. And I forgot to say this, but put 2 quartz blocks in the center. I accidentally messed up, but that's okay, because we can always move it over. Okay, now we're gonna do the little trim at the top. So how you make this is it's just cherry wood block, 2 blocks, cherry wood block, 2 blocks, and then in between those cherry wood blocks, you're just placing upside down stairs facing the blocks. It's a little bit hard to place, but just watch me do it. It's kind of hard to explain, but you can just see how I'm doing it. And this makes a little scalloped edge, and it's really cute. Then we're just gonna do the roof the exact same as we did before and just meet the 2 sides. So it's quartz block along the top, slab on the outside, and stair on the top. Now we're gonna do this final wall. This one's really easy, just cherry wood blocks right next to that bamboo. And then along the bottom, we're doing 4 moss blocks, and then 2 cherry wood in between, and we're gonna keep that cherry wood going all the way up, because that's gonna be our wall. And then I bet you can guess what's going on the outside of these moss blocks. You're right. Some more trapdoors. And then this is going to be our second, I guess our like 3rd or 4th little bamboo gardens again. So bamboo just on those moss blocks. On the top, we're doing trapdoors, very similar to how we did before in that little box pattern. And just mirror that on the other side. And then along the back, we're just doing more trapdoors like we did before. And then we're just going to make the roof. We're going to connect the roof. This part's really easy because you've already done all the groundwork. So I like to connect it first with cherry wood, and then I put the quartz stairs on top of it. That's just what's easiest for me. You can just put the quartz stairs if you want, whatever you think is best. Boom, and then once you have all that done, it's basically done. All that's left is to fill in the windows. And it's done. Except you guys are gonna have to fill the inside. I'm not doing that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you build this, and if you do, please send me pictures on Twitter. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to tell me what else you want me to build.